Hi, how are you today?
Hi, how are you, Mike?
Good. Can you tell me your names?
Bill Van Alstine.
And Toni Van Alstine.
And how long have you been married?
We've been married almost 40 years. Almost 50 years.
Almost 50 years. That's great. And how did you two meet?
We met in college.
University of Wyoming.
University of Wyoming.
Yes.
Excellent. And Toni, what were you studying?
Elementary education.
And
I am secondary education.
secondary education.
Yes.
And where'd you go on your first date? Do you remember? Or how did you? What was the first time you guys went out as a couple?
We attempt to go ice skating.
I think we went ice skating
Yeah.
at Laramie. So.
Very
Because it
good.
was cold enough for that.
That's very nice. And then, how long did you date before, Bill, you drummed up the courage to ask your love if she'd marry you?
It must have been almost a year.
Yeah.
We were both in college, both in the Newman Club, and active in that. It was kind of a process of getting to know one another and falling in love with one another.
Very good. And what
I just want to ask you what year you're doing.
I'm sorry, I'm videotaping.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. We'll pick it up again. So, where were you married?
We were married in a small town in Wyoming called Hartville. We did not get married at the university church, but when I graduated from college, we got married that June.
It was the same week I graduated. Graduated on Monday and got married on Saturday.
Wow. Now, where was that town? Like, if I were looking at Wyoming, whereabouts?
It's in east central Wyoming, just about halfway up the state of Wyoming,
And then,
which is her hometown.
and then, where did you go from there?
From there, I went to graduate school in Rolla, Missouri.
Afterwards, we had a little stint in Wyoming for the rest of the summer, and then we went to Missouri.
Very good. And how many children do you have?
We have 5.
5 children.
And how many of each?
We have 3 boys and 2 girls.
Excellent. Grandchildren?
19.
19 grandchildren.
19 grandchildren.
That's excellent. Do any of them live nearby?
All of them live nearby.
All of them live nearby.
Within 20
They all
miles.
do.
Oh, that's
Except for Father Mark, and you know he's in Savannah. But
all right. Well, speaking of
he's close.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of Father Mark, what was that like when Mark came to you and said, "Mom, Dad, I want to enter the seminary. I want to become a priest"?
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Pretty
That
awesome.
was very, very good.
That was pretty awesome. It's like, that's kind of any kind of I'm going to get married or I'm going to go to seminary. But going to seminary was kind of like a final thing as far as all these other options went. And figure if that's what he wants to do, that's what God wants, then we can support him wholeheartedly.
Right. 'Cause, I know that did he not go to? Was he not an engineer?
He was an engineer. He graduated from Clemson and was an engineer for 8 or 10 years before he decided to go to seminary.
That's great. Well, I can only but assume that faith has been an integral part of your family and your lives.
Yeah.
What role has that played, and how did you end up in Georgia? And where are you in Georgia? Where's home?
We came to the Augusta area to join Alleluia Community.
And what's the Alleluia community?
We had 5 children that were going to be teenagers. Some of them were teenagers, and watching families fall apart, we needed a strong structure to help us with families. So Alleluia Community provided that structure. It's a charismatic community in Augusta.
And that community is celebrating 40 years.
40 years as a community.
Outstanding.
This weekend.
This weekend, yeah. And so how many years have you been a part of it?
We moved in 1980.
Good long time.
So it's been 32 years.
Yeah, that's great. Let me see. In your marriage, even with your faith, struggles, a time of struggle in your marriage, what was it that helped you get through that? And what would you tell people about those periods? Everybody thinks about Valentine's and whoop-de-doo, happy love, but real love is that hard work of getting through the dark spots. Did you have any? And if you did, how'd you get through them?
Commitment. And the love of God.
The commitment is you just said you would and you're going to, and God gives you the grace to make it through. But it very much is commitment till you get past and to that next place of really enjoying the love that you have for one another.
Very good. And what are the names of your children?
Joseph is our eldest, and his wife is Cindy. Then there's Mark, and Andrew, Dr. Andrew Van Alstine, his wife Lynn, Claire Sullivan, who we met, Yvonne Clay,
Her husband, David.
Okay, so that's right, and Claire's husband is Larry.
Well, I'd like to say thank you. And Bill, would you give your wife an anniversary kiss? Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the day.
Bless her.
Thank you.